The purpose of this video is to provide an overview of the theoretical components of adult education and how it applies to my professional practice as an educational developer at the Center for Academic and Faculty Enrichment. My learning in the MEd program has helped me gain a better understanding of the field of adult education as both an educator and a learner. It is not often one can wear two hats at the same time. The learning game from being both student and teacher has me exploring new ways to facilitate learning in my own classroom by reflecting on my learning experiences throughout this program. Merriam and Brockett maintain that defining adult education is akin to the proverbial elephant being described by 5 blind men. It depends on where you are standing and how you experience the phenomenon. When researching a definition for adult education, I came upon a multitude of answers. I decided I needed to define who is considered an adult prior to clearly understanding the field of adult education. Who is considered an adult? Definitions often vary depending on different cultures. Therefore, adulthood is often considered a socio-cultural construction where culture and society often decide who is an adult. There have been many attempts to define adulthood, including chronological age, psychological maturity, and the social roles played in society. Patterson defines adults as being older than children, and as a result, there is a set of expectations that come with their behavior. They are considered adults because by virtue of their age, we believe that they should have the basic qualities of maturity. Regardless of how we define adulthood, it is necessary to acknowledge the diverse range of learners that enter our college doors. For example, when looking at the 2 photos of learners, one can see that the learners on the right are older than the learner on the left. I support the learners on the left, the teachers, which in turn support the learner on the right, the students. Through my learning in this program, I have realized that when trying to categorize or define learners, there are always exceptions, and that as educators, we need to teach to what the individual learner needs while maintaining the academic rigor of our curriculum. We have looked at what constitutes adulthood, so now it is time to define adult education. Merriam and Brockett define adult education as a practice in which adults engage in systematic and sustained self-educating activities in order to gain new forms of knowledge, skills, attitudes, or values. I believe this definition addresses the cognitive process, but does not quite capture the reflective nature of adult education. Brookfield defines adult education as an internal change in consciousness which results from participation in teaching, learning transactions, and at its heart, the fact of critical reflectivity. Now that I have the field of education squared away, I can focus on the learning part. How do I learn? How do my peers and colleagues learn? Let's have a look. In the next video, we will have a look at adult learning theory.